farm about 2,000 acres total, of which about 1,700 of that is row crop, and the rest is alfalfa hay that we sell commercially. So this year was different than a lot of the previous years. We've been in a kind of a state of long-term drought for quite a while, and this year we had more rain, and so typically it's not been uncommon for us to be able to get in the field as early as April 10th, 12th, 15th. This year our rain came and it didn't really stop. We would think the fields were going to dry out, and then they didn't, and so we actually didn't get in the field for the first time until April 29th, 30th actually. Thanks to high-speed planting technology, we've been able to get most of our row crop planted in that time. I'm down to about 2 days left of planting and I'll be done. So pretty excited to have that behind us because we're about ready to start cutting hay very soon. So it's been a challenging spring. I think this year has favored the prepared. We are glad that we waited to put our nitrogen down until just before planting, because with all the rain, a lot of farmers are going to find that the nitrogen they put down early got pushed deep into the soil. And so that made for an interesting planting condition. I think because we applied our fertilizer when we did, we were able to hit just the right window for weather and everything else. I waited to plant about 2 weeks longer than some farmers in our area did. And based on the soil conditions I'm seeing today, we have the dryness in the top 6 to 8 inches that we really need to effectively plant without creating compaction. The rain that we got replaced a lot of the deep moisture that we really needed. And without that moisture in the soil, it's hard for the crops to get the moisture they need. So I'm really thankful for the rain. We just had to plan around it. That's gotten us off to a good start. As long as we continue to get seasonal and weekly timely rains, we'll be okay. If it turns out like a year like 2012 was, where it stops raining and doesn't rain anymore, then we'll be in trouble. But as it looks right now, the soil conditions look better than they've looked in a long time. So just the uncertainty of future prices. Certainly a lot of our nitrogen fertilizer for spring was prepaid, and so we're locked in at a good price on that. But we don't know what to expect for fall fertilizer when we go to put our potash and our phosphorus down in the fall. The price of corn is a continuous variable, much like the oil market, that fluctuates up and down based on global conditions. So there's a lot of factors, politically and otherwise, in the world that influence what we do and make for a lot of unknowns. So I think bottom line is, are we going to have the profit margin we need to be profitable this year? We've taken on some additional work. The alfalfa hay has really helped us. We took that on about 3 years ago, and we don't have any livestock of our own, but we do sell commercially to mostly cattle producers. And we found that has really helped supplement, because it's not as much of a global market, it's more of a domestic market, and so the demand can go up and down fairly quickly based on regional weather conditions, or if somebody in an area within a couple hundred miles of us is experiencing drought and needs hay, they can come and get it. And so we can have a lot of opportunities with that maybe a globally run, heavily regulated market is harder to work within. We've also got a couple of bulldozers and excavators, and so we may be taking on some additional work for some local farmers, and just looking at all the various options to drive up revenue, since we're not totally sure that the crops alone are going to be enough.